You are definitely going to need a wall for this practice. We're going to look at lines of energy and using the wall to help to unkink blockages. Please enjoy. So standing on your wall with your heels touching the wall, your booty and your shoulders back, and even touching in behind your lower back and your neck. So we're not looking to flatten the spine out, but rather keep those natural curves of the spine. This is often a good check-in, especially given our modern day staring at phones. So do this often. You can then fold forward and start to walk your hands forward into downward facing dog with your heels lightly up the wall. And here, using the wall to get some pressure down through the heels and thigh bones back to the wall to uncover downward facing dog. Then stretching the right leg up to the air and coming into a three-legged dog, focusing on using the wall here to steer that right outer hip down and lift through the inner right thigh. Then you can step the foot through to the space between the hands and come up into Anjaneyasana. So here you'll have an activation through the back heel pressing into the wall, but you can imagine another wall at the front shin and that you're pressing into that as well. So the legs are very active. Then bringing your left hand down and stretch the right arm long and connect back heel and right fingertips. So you've got this long line of energy. You can then bring the right hand down and step back into plank pose. So imagining now another wall at the crown of your head and lengthening between the heels and crown of the head. Then move back into your downward facing dog. And this time stretching your left leg up to the sky, with the toes pointing down. And again, you're using the wall. So hopefully you can start to feel it. It's this great conversation happening between your body and the wall and the earth. So you're using the wall behind you to steer that left hip down now and lift through the inner left thigh. And then stepping the foot through to the hands. Come on up into your crescent position. Anjaneyasana, stretching the arms overhead. And here again, you've got the back wall behind you. You're pressing your heel into the wall. So it almost feels like you're ripping the mat apart because you want to press the front shin forward as well. Then keep that leg activation as you come into the revolved twist, stretching the left arm over now. And again, lining up perfectly between back heel and fingertips and getting more length. So as you press into the wall, you can catch a rebounding energy and lengthen through the left fingertips. So from here, we'll actually step forward. We're coming towards Virabhadrasana 3. So you want to be your leg length away from the wall, which you'll need to guess a little. You could also use your blocks under your hands. So let's stretch the left leg back. So you're working the right leg first, and you'll need to again estimate your hip height. So you want your heel at hip height. And then as you press back through into the wall, feel how solid you are, and you might be able to open the arms forward or out to the sides. And then you can switch your legs. It's quite strong. You'll find that activation that happens, this muscles hugging to the bones, and it's good to do it 100%. So lifting your other foot back and pressing it into the wall and standing firm on your standing leg, and tone through the core and feel how solid you are as you could even reach the arms forward quite freely through the shoulders. And then releasing the hands down, return back into your Uttanasana. This time, walking back, you'll need your feet away from the wall and hips can rest onto the wall. So this is actually quite a restorative position. You could take this at any time and enjoy the gravity and the decompression through the spine. But for now, let's move back into your downward facing dog, and this time into a Vira 2 flow. So again, stretching your right leg up the wall without letting the hip open, and you'll feel how more stable you are through the shoulders as well, because you can really use the pressure through the four corners of the palms to lengthen up to that leg. And then stepping the right foot forward, turn the back heel in and down, and this time you've got the little toe side of the foot pressed into the wall, and as you press the little toe side of the foot against the wall, you'll feel your inner thigh activate. So then reaching the arms, and again you can use the wall here to help your alignment, your shoulder height, and finding that Virabhadrasana 2, also with the front shin pressing forward. Then finding your Parshvakonasana, which is maybe elbow onto the knee or hand to the floor as you stretch the top arm over. And again, you want this conversation going on between the little toe edge of the back foot and the top fingertips, and grow long through there. So we have to rearrange a little so we can use the wall for Ardha Chandrasana, and again use a block if you need to. So this is where we're going to again be leg length away from the wall, and as you stretch through the back leg, again, feel the support and how solid you are, that you could even hover the bottom hand and find an opening here as you spin the chest to the sky. And then releasing the hand down and returning back into your downward facing dog. Again with the heels lifted, and that could create more space in the hamstrings, allowing you to again feel that stability and opening through the chest and the shoulders. So stretching your other leg up, hopefully your left leg up, and again stabilizing through the chest and the shoulders as you encourage more height through the back leg, yet keeping the hips square. It's very different from doing the three-legged dog in free space. So again, we'll find Virabhadrasana 2, so stepping the foot forward, and you have the whole blade of the back foot pressing into the wall, and as you press it into the wall, feel how the adductor, your inner thigh, activates. Imagine that front shin pressing forward into a wall as well, like you're ripping the mat apart. Find the shoulder height for your arms, using the wall to do that. And again, coming into your Parshvakonasana, so maybe it's elbow onto the knee or hand to the floor, where this is actually lateral angle pose. So you're looking for a 45-degree angle through from the back foot to the fingertips. Great if you have a mirror here, or take a little selfie sometime. Okay, back into Ardha Chandrasana. You'll need to guesstimate your leg length away from the wall, so move that front foot back so that that standing leg is vertical. Your top leg, you want it in line with the spine, and press in to the wall to catch the rebounding length through the spine, and maybe stability so that you could hover the bottom hand, or reach through the top arm, whatever variation works for you. And then stepping back and once again into your downward facing dog. This time thinking about taking the heels closer to the earth. So just for a moment, and then you can sit back onto the heels, bring the knees down and rest back into Vajrasana. You don't have to use the wall here, but that could be a good guide. So you might like some padding under your knee here as we come up into Knight's pose. It's a half Virasana. You may also need to draw the calf muscle out of the way. Don't do this if it creates any knee pain, but padding under the knee can certainly help. So stepping the other leg forward, and then as you come up to the wall, you'll find probably your lower back is arching here. So you could think about drawing your front ribs in. And if it's okay for you, even stretching the arms overhead. Don't be fooled, it's quite intense. So feel free to keep the hands down on the thigh if you need to. And please find another version if you're getting any knee pain. So finding a fuller breath here. And then you can switch, bringing your left knee. So the knee is coming right into the wall and the foot is up the wall. Then coming up with the hands onto the thigh, and that might be it for you. Remember to draw those front ribs in so you're not overarching through your lower back. And if it's available, maybe you could stretch the arms up overhead. But don't do that if it causes knee pain or causes you to overarch through the lower back. You could keep the hands on the thigh and actually use the arms to press the middle back towards the wall. So you want nice, long, slow breaths here. Then you can release down and return back into your Vajrasana to enjoy that beautiful opening that you've created through the quads. And we'll need that now as we come towards your own beautiful, unique version of standing splits. So come into a short down dog and then stretching your left leg up the wall and start to walk the hands in as best you can and keep stretching the leg up. So I've got the toes pointing away, but you could also keep them tucked towards you, and again use the wall to help to square that left hip forward, but keep the arms strong as well to help you to press the hips back towards the wall. And when you're ready, coming out, and you can stretch the other leg up. Feel free to stay as long as you'd like if you want to pause the video. So stretching your other leg up, and again you've got strong arms helping to press the hips back onto the wall and stretch the top leg up the wall. So beautiful opportunity, changing the relationship to gravity with your splits. Perhaps finding new heights with that right leg. You can then come down and pause in your Vajrasana, again enjoying that opening. And inhale the arms up overhead. You can exhale the arms down through the center. So hopefully you're enjoying a different sort of practice, less flow, more holding, and really diving into each pose. So you can spin around onto your back, and this time placing the soles of the feet onto the wall and bringing the right leg up. You could hold onto the foot with a strap, or holding the big toe or the little toe side of the foot. But I want you to focus on that left leg and keeping the foot firm into the wall as you draw the right leg towards you. And even as you take the right leg out to the right, keep that left leg firm and awake and pressing into the wall. And from that, start to reach out through the right heel. You could even bring your left hand onto your left hip to help to keep that down. Come back up through center and just recalibrate with both feet on the wall for a moment, and then stretching the left leg up. So you may need to inch down a little closer to the wall. It's important that you have the sole of the foot on the wall at all times, because that's how you keep this connection with the line of energy through the right leg now into the wall and up through the left heel over your head. And when you're ready, you could stretch it out to the side. Again, feel free to stay longer and really explore using the wall. You could keep that right hand on the right hip now to help to keep the right leg awake as you reach out through the left heel. So then coming back up through center and releasing down. You can move in through a spinal twist if you'd like to, but moving towards Shavasana now. You can move away from the wall so you're not touching. And just enjoy the real feeling of benefit of having the wall there to connect to and maybe awaken new muscles within your body. Hopefully you can feel more alive and feel like you're able to process and maintain more energy within your body. That you've freed up all of this stuck energy, and it will increase your capacity to channel energy of life within your body and being. Namaste to you.